Waiting here is a possibility.
Well, that way we have a point of reference. We try to get back to this spot, and then we know which way to go to get to
right at the
Elma.
gorge leading into the valley. It's like right there.
It's fine. But
Okay.
yeah, we know who her father is, and he's supposed to meet us here eventually, right? he thought he should anyway. We hoped.
He was going to head towards Omu.
Right. Yeah, we knew that. That's all we knew. We just didn't know when.
I think it's best if she comes because, I mean, if we're going to cross the valley, maybe on our way back to Omu, we don't need to cross the valley again. Maybe we can skirt the southern edge.
True.
And is Shiliku a town, a city?
Oh, that's on the other side of the mountains, though, right?
Yeah, on the other side of a mountain.
My question is, are you like pulling out your map in front of her?
No, we wouldn't do that. We don't know her that well. But there'll be a point where we're alone. I would imagine that we can pull it out.
And I wonder what the mining symbol is for. Like, is there like a dwarven settlement there, maybe?
Interesting.
And the dragon seems to be going over there, right?
Yes.
No, before that. It seems like just past where the dragon is, right?
No, I think this was one of the places like that right there. Seems to be one of the places where the dragon's going.
Okay. I thought it was the mountain before that, but
maybe
okay.
it's collecting. Well, my understanding was it's that, and then somewhere in the mountain where probably its lair is.
That could be where it's lairing.
It seems
a symbol
to
that like there's a cave.
Yeah, it seems to head in this area often, and also over on this range occasionally.
Okay.
So we could try heading for that range and skirting the valley.
Or to the mining symbol, which might be the entrance to a cave or something of that nature.
Yeah, the mining place looks like the best bet.
Watch the dragon and watch his movements to pick the best timing to.
All right. As a group, give me survival rolls. This will be a group test, so half of you must succeed.
Oh, survival.
I can do survival.
Yeah.
Or apparently I can roll a 2, but still get a 10.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't know what the DC is, but if it's 10, we're good. If it's more than that, we're probably.
You got one more person that needs to roll for you.
Wait, who?
Friend?
Oh, okay. Jeez, Zendala. Just bringing us down, aren't you?
She is bringing you down.
I'm pretty sure my 2 did that.
Well,
I tried my best. I mean, I did an 18, you know?
Yeah, it's sad that
if
11
does it, then it doesn't matter, her 9. If 11 doesn't do it, then, well, that she had her chance to help us.
And then now, this is actually, okay, 10 was the DC, because it is a huge, large dragon that you are tracking through the air. So keeping sight of it when it's around, and the survival was also while you are in this valley. It is kind of desolate. There is no game, no animals, no water, so food is going to be an issue. Even for the people
We
that
have
normally can find food, right now there is nothing.
We have the ration berry thingy, the little ration things we got back
Yep.
from the bird people.
Yep. I'm just letting
Yeah,
you know.
okay.
And also water is an issue too.
Well, we got the alchemy jug for some of that.
Yeah, we can make some water.
Let me see. I might be able to shift spells. Are we planning on being like across it in 2 days? So
To get to the mining symbol, you're looking at about a week.
How much gallons? How many gallons per person?
2 gallons per day per person.
Okay, so I can make 8 gallons. So that takes care of 4 people. So we only need to cover the other 2. I guess I'll have to hold
And
up
Fixer
production of
doesn't need
mayonnaise.
water, so we're okay for Fixer.
Oh, okay. So just 2 gallons per day is what we're gonna need to make sure we're. I guess I'll have to hold the production of mayonnaise for now.
What are we supposed to lather Nexus in then?
No. Not at all.
Oh, create or destroy water. It's the first level spell. Okay. I'll swap it in.
So water shouldn't be a problem, and we should have a decent amount of rations left over, right?
How many rain catchers do you have among the group?
I have one.
I think I have one too.
Pretty sure I had one, but I don't know if it got put in everybody's in the common inventory.
Okay, I swapped in create water, so for the journey I can do it 10 gallons per casting, so I can do it multiple times per day.
So
So let me know how many I'm going to need to do.
Oh, so good. Good. I can continue with mayonnaise then.
All right. It's rainy up and while you're going in the gorge until you get to the valley, and then as you're traveling through the valley, it gets really misty to the point where it is hard to see anything past 150 feet.
Oh.
Luckily for you, that means it's hard for anybody to see you past that too. Large size and bigger things you can see shadowy in a distance, so when you do occasionally hear the flapping of wings and see the dragon, you guys can go to ground and not stand out too much. Now I'm going to need everybody to give me a group stealth check.
We gonna die.
Stop
I'm
being so
assuming it is
pessimistic.
not. Well, I'll roll. You can decide if it's if Boots of Elementkind.
Look at that. We're handling this
wow, I'm doing such great rolls today.
Mine's an 11.
Ears, what happened?
What?
He's like singing
Speak up.
while he's walking, not even thinking about it.
Actually, Noreen, aren't you technically at 3 since we both roll at disadvantage because of our heavy armor?
My armor, because of what I have, does not give me a disadvantage.
That's right.
And if it did, that would really suck.
Yeah.
Well, half of you succeed.
Woo.
Basically what we're going for.
I think Ears is over there telling everybody how to be silent and sneaky. No, you're doing no, step like that.
Wild hand flapping, arm waving stuff. Because normally we wouldn't be able to see you.
Yes.
Whatever you do, don't do this.
I've heard that advice from Twillum before. I usually take that type of advice.
And on the other spectrum, the one with all the shiny, pointy swords and the heavy armor is just like, where'd she go?
And then on the 6th day, you can get a little bit of height in some of the mountain ranges to see over the jungle, and you do in fact see a mine entrance up on the opposite bank that you will probably be able to get to tomorrow.
If it, okay, tracking this dragon, where was the last time we saw it? Like, which direction was it going?
It seemed to be going to the mine.
Okay, so we're going in its direction at the moment. Okay.
Yes.
Might be a Slayer.
But on that, why did it go there? Okay. I need everybody to give me perception checks.
Perception. All right, let's see if I can roll above a 3. Okay, I can roll above a 3.
I add something to that.
Your
4.
crow gives you your familiar gives you advantage if you have it out. Or no, that's right. You have that different raven.
Yes. Yeah, so it'll be 11.
But it was so quiet, I thought maybe my headphones cut out again.
So, yeah. Okay. Oh, are you moving? You're moving the map?
Yes. Dang it.
Break it.
No, it's turning on settings that I had turned off before.
Hmm.
So it's making things difficult. Place yourselves on here as you would be traveling. Actually, let me...
I would assume I'm ahead. I can't control myself.
I would assume from north to south.
Oh, I think I put you on the wrong layer. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm seeing a ruined area.
These ruins look really
You're
familiar.
Mm.
I was just gonna say, this place looks familiar.
I can move Twillin.
Yeah, apparently you've seen one set of ruins. You've seen them all.
Are we on the map layer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
putting you
cannot
on
move.
the.
That's annoying because you have to do it ever individually because you can't even highlight them.
I can't highlight it, or else I
You
change the
should be
map.
able
Yep.
to.
He has to
there we
do
go.
each one. There we go. Yep.
All right. So which direction are we coming from?
All
Are
right.
we north to south? Is that the way
So
direction we're
the
traveling?
way the mine is from here would be in that direction. So you would be traveling from southeast towards northwest.
Oh, that's odd. Okay.
So I'm probably sneaking up ahead.
So we're actually down here in this corner.
Just anywhere in here as you would be traveling. So if somebody's ahead of others, arrange yourself
Well-
how you would be traveling.
I mean, this is the direction we're coming from, and we're going towards this direction, right? That's what you.
So I would be ahead. So
You're coming from this area.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Okay, I'm
Everybody else
probably
be
in
done.
Panther form also.
okay. If
So-
everybody else is already here, wait, what? No. Okay.
I don't know where Ears is when he says ahead.
Well, I
Why?
would expect to be ahead of everybody.
I'm thinking if you're ahead,
Right.
you're more closer to the corner over here.
Who's this
why don't we-
person
This
that's
is-
also
the rest
ahead?
of us? Why don't the rest of us back off a little bit to give more
Yeah.
Abella would probably be like
back
we
further
don't
this
want
way?
to. Yeah.
I'd probably be in
Everybody
the
who's
rear
not
just
ahead
because I
be,
go
like,
clang clang.
Over here, somewhere. Then
Okay.
the rest of us can be further up.
Put yourself back here, then,
Okay.
Thrak.
Fine, I'm behind this bush at the moment. No, so would Thrag be further back then?
Oh yeah,
With the
yeah.
clank clank?
Hmm?
So do you want to move yourself, or am I not seeing you move?
I was getting a hold of my character.
There we
There
go.
you go.
Okay, cool.
Our
And
our friend
there.
here, she could probably travel closer to us, I imagine. Then
Wait.
Mhm.
Is she? No, she's not on the dinosaur. Never mind.
Yeah. there we go. That sounds like this looks good.
She's not what?
Not on the dinosaur. I was trying to remember
Ears, you
the
might want
dinosaur.
to be a little more flanky. You might want to move off to the northeast a little bit.
I mean, that's fine too.
Well, I mean, you could walk right up the middle if you want.
Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, I
Wherever
think
there's
this is okay.
enough cover. I only need light, lightly
Okay.
obscured area to hide in. So I'll throw a stealth in there. You do with it what you want.
All right. When I call out your name, let me know what your passive perception happens to be. I know some are higher, so I may not even call on you, but Twillin.
Passive perception, 18.
Abella.
14.
Thrak.
13.
And Nexus.
16.
Okay. The lowest I heard was 14?
No, 13.
13, okay.
Oh, yeah. I should get my health back, shouldn't I?
Yes, you've had several days here.
I realized I was like, oh, look, I still have T-Rex bites in me. Okay, I should.
I'm gonna hit long rest just in case I forgot to reset something.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
I'm assuming by now we worked out some sort of bird call or something to.
We have a bird call?
I don't know,
Great.
some sort of way of letting the party know that that something was spotted and we need to be cautious without having to schlep all the way back.
Could be interesting.
Some sort of noise that wouldn't stand out in the jungle, but we would know to listen for. I don't know how a panther does that, but yeah.
Okay.
Scratching a stone or something.
I
Soft
forgot to
crack.
have my armor on for this. Because remember when we got into that fight, we were camping out for the night? It was like, mage armor, please?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Thrak, you are surprised. But
Let me
everybody
be surprised.
everybody may roll, and actually, let me make sure.
Yep, he's far enough. In fact, everybody's too far from me to be covered by my dagger.
All right. Initiative is cleared. Everybody may roll initiative. Thrak roll also.
Wow, I rolled really decent on my initiative that time. Look at that. Maybe being eaten by a dinosaur has made her hyper aware.
First. I don't know why I'm getting double roll.
All right. Where do they go? Oh, they go at the very end. Okay.
So much for their surprise, right?
Well, no, nothing happens until they attack, but everybody sees it when it happens. So we'll start with them and then go back to the top.
Except for me.
No, well, Thrak's not going to be surprised. Thrak will get to act since it'll be afterwards. So everybody but Thrak sees them pop out of hidden burrows in the ground. And like out of bushes and stuff. Their hiding places was very well concealed until they moved to attack.
Hmm. Oh, they're all over the place.
Let's see, I have 6, yes. This is what they look like.
I think we've ran into these guys before.
Interesting.
Similar but different.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because the ones we had before were also albino dwarves, but didn't quite look the same.
No, they had plants growing out of them.
Oh, that's right. There were albino
there
dwarf
were
zombies.
the flowers on their heads, right?
Yep.
The fungal ones, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go with the spirit warriors first. This one here seems to cast a spell. The language he is speaking when he does so is Dwarvish. And, oh, I missed one. This one over here also casts a spell. The other ones, this one kind of pops out of a hidden area and throws a hand axe at Twillin.
Just attacking a harmless forest animal. What's wrong with them?
They're a little smarter than that. This one's going to throw a hand axe at Thrak. The one in the back there. This one here is going to kind of pop out of cover and... Oh, he's got to move one more. Over there to throw a hand axe at Zandala.
Hey, leave our NPC alone.
Oh, and he finds somebody hits.
You are not allowed to hit our NPC. That's not nice.
Actually, wait
That's
a minute.
just rude.
That's a 16. What is her passive? No, her passive is too low, so she does not get to cast shield. She is surprised also at this moment.
Ah, okay.
Let's see, that was one at Twillin, one at her, one at Thrak. Ah, and this one up here by ears. Hold on, what was ears stealth?
Very high.
Yes.
26. Ears? What ears?
Yeah, that's going to be different. He's not going to pop out because he can't see
No.
ears, so he's going to pop out of a different spot and attack Abella instead.
I guess you could
Bring
you
it!
Could say, you could claim that stealth would be disadvantaged because if I didn't see them, I wouldn't be hiding from them as well. But disadvantage would still have been 23.
Yeah. They did not see ears go by. I think they miss. And then the other two, okay, the other two cast spell.
We don't see effect from those spells.
No, you do not. All right, ears, you are up.
Okay. I don't really have a good line of sight. Well, maybe just this one here. Right.
Yeah, you hear something going on.
So from where
you
I
can
am,
see that one.
I could probably kind of see this one through the cracks, but not. I mean, it would be a lot of cover. All right. I will. You know what? I'll shoot the one I see and take it from there.
All right, this one over here.
Pew! 22 for 18.
It's within short range, right?
Yeah, 80 is normal, short bow range.
All right. Your arrow comes out of nowhere, out of the darkness that's not there, and stabs into him, and he kind of cries out in pain.
All right, and then I will reposition myself and stealth up behind this. Well, I want to be pressed up against that rock, but I can't put myself exactly there. But you know what I mean. And that's my turn.
Twillin, you're up.
Okay, Twillen's going to pounce this one. Bite attack. Sorry, claw attack first. So the pounce work. I did not get bited.
Oh, the claw has to land
I'm
before
done.
you get the bite.
Yeah, it says if you move, if your claw hits.
All right, Nexus.
All right. We got. So I know this one casted a spell. I don't know what he's up to. And the others just threw hammers or axes. I mean.
Yes, they threw throwing axes.
I'll let the others deal with the ones with the axes. I'll take on the spellcaster. We'll do spell first. See what happens here. Do I want to do the chill touch? Oh, no, they're dwarves. They probably have good con, but frostbite. Let actually yeah, let's do that. We'll do Toll the Dead instead. They probably have a good wisdom. I'll do actually hit our NPC.
You broke up. You'll do what?
I'm gonna do Toll the Dead on this one actually. When I think about it. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Okay. Oh wait, none of them are hurt, are they? Jerks.
Yeah, I didn't see which one you were told to dead on that one.
Sorry. Yeah, I was thinking, but none of them are hurt, are they? Right? Because none of them have been attacked except the one way over there.
Yeah, just the one way over there.
Okay, you know what? We'll try it. I'm going to do frostbite instead. We'll see if he can get a negative on his a disadvantage on his next attack roll. So we'll do frostbite. It's a Constitution saving.
The one that attacked the NPC.
Yeah, we'll do the same one. We'll see how their con is. It's more of a test idea. They are dwarves, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Dwarves.
Oh, of course. Okay, their con isn't terrible though. He just rolled really, really good. Okay. All right. So I will move up there, out of the way of combat. It's like let me move out of the way there,
Right.
and I'm done.
Thrak, you are up.
Okay, I'm confused. Am I surprised or not?
You were, but they went at the end of the round, so you are not anymore. Had they gone at the beginning of the round, we would have skipped you.
Okay, I was just double checking to make sure I didn't lose my actions and all that, or I only had limited actions. All right, so first thing. I can see Twillin, right? I mean, he just pounced somebody.
Yes, he's kind of over there behind some bushes, but you can see a cat over there.
Okay, cool. All right, so don't check this stuff. Oh, rats. Okay. And did ears hide again?
Yep. What ears?
Always hide.
I mean, he's not necessarily hiding from you, but
Okay. No, actually, it doesn't say I have to be able to see you.
okay. That's for the bless. Might be a little
Yeah,
far down.
bless. All right, so first, I gotta move to here. And I will cast Bless on myself, Noreen, and Ears.
That's a +4,
+1 d4.
a D4 to what again?
You roll a d4 whenever you make a saving throw or an attack roll, on top of whatever you normally roll, as long as I can maintain concentration. And since this is coming from the necklace, actually, damn, this is a thing I don't like.
What don't you like?
Because it's coming from the necklace, it counts as a bonus action as opposed to a regular action.
Oh, yes.
And I would rather it be just a regular action so that I can use my bonus action to ignite my sword.
Oh, you can ignite it next time. Are you done?
I'm going to move here. And wow. I'm going to attack since, as I said, that was a bonus action to cast Bless. I'm going to attack twice, so I'm not going to get my fire damage.
You're not going after the one that attacked you?
At this moment, I decided to keep going in the direction that I was already moving. Okay, that's going to be a 21 for 13 slashing.
That's gonna hit.
I guess he's still standing, so I'll swing again. And that's 21 again for 11 slashing.
Alright, his spell seems to drop, damn it. Abella, you are up.
Okay, I am not worried about me, but knowing that they're attacking an innocent in our group, I am going to come up and attack this guy down here. I'm going to hit him first, see what this does. $11 for 8.
That is going to miss.
Second one is 26 for 8.
That's gonna hit. Why is you... Oh, you have disadvantage set on roll 20. On beyond, rather. It's like,
You
why
mean the
is that-
double? The
Oh, that was
double.
a crit.
Yeah, I was thinking, why is that grayed out?
Usually, well, my other one's rolled green. I don't know why this one's rolling gray when it does that.
Yeah, that was a crit.
So yeah, that's actually a crit. So it'd be 16 damage.
Yeah, it's because... Are you holding Alt
Oh.
or something when you roll?
I'm holding control when I voice talk.
That's why. When you
So
hold
I think
control,
that's what
it
it
sets
is.
you to disadvantage.
So you let go of the control before you.
Yeah. So roll another d8.
Apparently, you can talk and attack at the same time.
Oh, also, don't forget to roll a d4.
I was just wondering, can I roll the d4 first to see if that 11
Oh, if the other
will
one
hit?
hit?
Oh
Nice.
yeah, the first.
Yes,
Yeah,
you may.
I forgot about the D4.
That would make that into a hit as well, yes.
And what, another D8 for the extra damage for the crit? 5. Okay.
And then
Is he still standing?
You only took one attack with your attack action.
Yeah. So I was just gonna say, is he still? I'm assuming he's still standing then.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so we'll just do another one then.
I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah. He is still up.
Okay.
Does anybody speak Dwarvish?
No.
Not a
Why would I speak Dwarvish? Jeez.
They seem to
Sorry,
be
no.
calling out to each other in Dwarvish and making quick hand gestures and stuff.
Okay.
Just a heads up. I have some nasty thunderstorms going through here, and my lights have been blinking. So just in case I freeze for a moment.
I understand. And no, that does not give you license to cast Lightning Bolt on my NPCs, though. Alright, Zandala. Since this one in the back is not engaged, she is going to turn, makes a quick gesture with a verbal component, of which she speaks Draconic, and she's also, just before this actually, she calls out, "They're indicating that we are too tough for them and they want to escape."
Oh.
And she then casts a spell, hurls a... Well, I will just...
We haven't killed any of them. Jeez. How cowardly. How
She
cowardly.
casts a spell for a chromatic orb. Why is this not going into chat?
Do you have it set to roll to DM automatically?
Yeah. You rolled a 16.
No, I mean the text of the spell.
Oh, the text? Oh, the text is tricky with spells. I've had problems with it on my table.
You say display on VTT or something.
Yeah, you have to hit the other button. It won't automatically when you do an attack roll.
That is bad. Because I want to see what it does.
You should be able to wait, are you on
It's on Roll20, it's not on Beyond.
if it's on Roll20, I think you can click on the actual name of the spell and pop it up that way. I could be wrong. It's been a while.
That's what I'm clicking to on the
no.
in the spell list. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's the dots, like there's some, like the side where you like expand it or something like that on the spell list.
Mm-hmm. I have a little eye, and that expands it on the sheet so that I can read it. But I don't have anything to.
Well, here.
Yeah.
I just looked it up on Beyond. Meanwhile.
Okay, I don't know. There was a way I did it when I remember. I'll let you know.
But she chooses fire.
Ooh,
And ends
ouch!
up doing 15 fire damage.
Crunchy.
And then she snarls something in Dwarfish that none of you understand.
Oh, they all run away.
I don't know. We'll see what they do. We're gonna run away.
I was gonna say, knowing that they want to retreat from us, and she still attacks and hits them. My kind of girl.
Flee, we must flee. Poof. Well, he ain't yelling to flee anymore. He a bonfire.
And whatever she says very well. Alright, it's their turn. This one over here. He casts a spell, a different spell now, and takes off.
What, the one that... Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one there.
Yeah.
I was like, the one next to me? Yeah, cast that spell. You're at disadvantage. Unless you're a warcaster.
This one over here is not going to cast that spell. Instead, he is going to take the disengage action and run.
Hmm.
This one that just got chromatic orbed is going to take the disengage action. Oh no, he doesn't have to take the disengage action. He
Yeah,
is
he can
going
just.
to run. He is going to take the dodge action though, so that if anybody attacks him, he can defend better. This one here. No, this one here first. This one is also going to take the disengage action. And start to move. But this one here kind of shouts something angrily.
The one in the center.
Yeah, that one there. And he runs up and attacks Nexus.
Oh. 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 Okay. Brave sucker. He has no idea that ears is literally right there, does he?
No.
He don't like you.
I feel like I should know something.
Okay.
Sorry.
And
It's gonna be-
the whole time he is running at Nexus, he is spouting something in Dwarvish. He has a strange expression on his face, which is hard to make out because of the tattooing.
Okay.
And he comes up and takes a hack with another hand axe and seems to miss. And then this one over here. No, he's gonna try to attack the cat. His spell is still working. Does a 14 hit the cat?
Yep, that's a hit.
Alright, so you take 7 slashing plus an additional 5 for Hunter's Mark, so a total of 12 damage.
Okay. Still a panther.
Brings us to Ears.
Alright, well, he hasn't spotted ears. Right.
No.
Then
How
I'll
could-
take
how
a few steps
convenient,
back.
right?
Actually, Thrak is not far. Thrak will be here shortly, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I can handle this guy. It's
It's
fine.
fine. It's fine. I'm actually gonna take out the rapier and stab him.
You're going melee. Look at that. Ears is like,
Yeah.
oh, let me just.
Why the hell not? It's more fun.
Why don't you just
Alright.
slap him
So-
across his face with your claws?
Nexus, you see Ears pull out this rapier and it still has that new sword smell to it.
Used it a couple of times before. But yeah. That should be with advantage, so let me just hit that again, just in case. Okay?
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
There we go. So 21. Well, bless doesn't really matter in this case. So 20 on damage. He's still up,
Mm-hmm.
I believe. And can I?
He is
Alright,
still
I'm
up.
doing something not quite usual, so I want to make sure I can dash, disengage, or hide. Well, I'm assuming I can't really hide since he's right there.
Correct.
I will stay right there because I want to give Thrak his advantage when he comes charging in.
All right. Twillin, you are up.
Okay, Quillen is going to, right next to him, crawl up onto this platform. And as he does, he like drags his claws on the stone of the column and transforms back into a gnome and hits him with a shillelagh.
So you turn from a panther into a little gnome and just smack him on the head with a stick.
Yep.
Only got a 12 to hit.
12 is gonna miss. He, as you go up, he's kind of watching you warily, and when you transform, he has a slightly shocked look, but deflects with his hand axe. Nexus, you are up.
Oh, look, he's in front of me. Oh, okay. That's each creature. Man, Ear should have ran away. I actually had a spell I've never used that would have worked here, but okay, never mind. I won't. I won't hit him with. I almost want to cast comprehend languages to understand what he's saying. I'm tempted, actually. Well, I still wouldn't be able to communicate with him with comprehend languages, right? Because it's just I can understand him. That's all.
Correct.
Okay. No, I'll just I don't have anything made. Yeah, you know what? I will cast comprehend languages. I'm curious what he's saying. Yeah. So yeah, I'll cast comprehend languages because I'm curious what he's saying. That's it. Honestly, I'll sit there. we'll give Thrak his advantage, and I'm not too worried about this guy. So at the moment, but I will yell at the guy. You should have run with your friends. I don't know if
Alright.
he understands them.
Thrak, you are up.
I'll say it in Gnomish. You might understand Gnomish.
It's times like this I wish I had them all.
Well, you can collect them all. Or
yeah,
catch
but
them all.
flaming maul would be fun.
Doesn't he need a
Nice.
round
So
ball for
I'm
that?
going to end up here, but I'm going to go up the stairs and jump off this thing and bring my igniting my sword while I'm riding it and bring my sword down right on him.
Okay.
Fancy.
Give me an acrobatics or athletics roll.
Okay, I will go with athletics. Of course.
Alright, you don't get advantage on the attack roll.
You sort of stumble down. It's okay.
Actually, you still get advantage because there's 3 people.
Yep.
You
Don't
just
look as cool.
Yeah, you just don't look as cool doing it.
All right. Well, that advantage worked out rather well.
Is this lethal or non-lethal damage?
Well, I need a captive here. I want to know what he was saying.
That's Thrak's decision.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be. Actually, it is going to be non-lethal because I'm yelling hammer down as I come down on his head. So I'm hitting him basically with the flat of the blade.
So you shouted something at him in Gnomish, which he kind of looked confused and angrily, and he says, just before Thrak knocks him out, "You have betrayed us once already. And then he gets hit and falls unconscious.
Oh, well, there we go.
What the hell is up with this, Nexus? This is the second guy that's recognized you. Have you come through here before and just acted like you've never been here before? Just
Abella,
to
you're
solve
up.
a surprise for us?
We'll discuss this later.
I kick him.
Well, seeing the others flee, and it looks like this group up here has everything under control, I am going to... Is shouting to somebody a free?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to shout to Zendella and just look at her and be like, "You seem to understand them, but are you okay?" And then I'm just gonna, if she's alright, I'm making my way towards I'm going to make my way towards Twillin.
I am fine.
So 30 feet, so that's 5. Or, I can't remember. Do we count diagonals as 5?
Yeah, diagonals are still
Okay.
1 square.
Except for oars.
So that's going to get me to about there. That's all I can do at this point.
Double move. I mean, if you're not attacking.
Yeah, I guess because that
Just
was
get,
5, 10,
yeah,
15,
Put
20.
in his face.
Yeah, so another 20 will get me right to him. And then I'll just hold my movement. Or, well, that'll be my move and action, because double movement, so that's it.
Okay.
I always forget about that little double movement thing that you can do.
On her turn, she And you've seen her. I failed to describe her or whatever, but it was in the handout. You've seen it before, but she kind of throws her cloak back and says, "Scout" in Draconic for anybody that can understand Draconic.
I'm
That's me.
primordial. Is that like in the field of Draconic, or is that different?
No, primordial is elemental in nature. But at which point, her little pseudo dragon takes off and flies up into the air.
Uh-oh. Hopefully it doesn't get
Caw.
hit.
Caw.
And it seems to be kind of circling the area. Alright, their turn. These continue and that one's unconscious. This one, however,
Now there's 2 people around it.
yeah, but his spell is still up. It's going to disengage and run also.
These guys are no fun.
Coward!
I mean, you guys can go after them if you wish, but yeah, he's going to disengage and run. Ears, you are up.
Well, if they're all running away, I'm just gonna probably grab my bow, get up to higher ground, like climb on top of whichever one of these things is the tallest, so I can have good vantage
That one.
point. Oh, here. Yeah, I can dash. Actually, I can use my feline agility. Whatever. And just ready to shoot anybody who decides to stop fleeing.
Alright. They continue to move. Twillin, you are up. This one here, if Twillin wishes to pursue, is only about 15-20 feet away at the moment.
No, Twillin just laughs, hops down from the pillar, walk over the direction.
Alright, so we are out of combat.
All right.
After, well, he's still unconscious. I don't know what you wish to do with
Yeah.
him.
I'm gonna look over him real quick. Any kind of symbology that I would recognize or anything like that on him?
Not really. He's got hide armor, so not even the best armor. A lot of it is woven with grasses and plants as well. And he has the tattoos run on his face, running down his arms and on his back as well. He has a couple more hand axes kind of tucked into the waistband or his belt. But that's about it.
I'll remove the axes first, obviously. And then I'm gonna check his tattoos, see if there's anything that I would recognize in his tattoos.
Give me a... Let's see here. A history check, maybe?
Of course, you would go history. Okay, we'll see how this turns. Sad. Okay.
I'm trained in history. It's just not great.
Hoping for that you would say religion, because I could religion I'm trained in. I mean,
Yeah.
if it's based on what I think it's based on, it should be religion because that's part of what she was raised on, right?
Yeah, this has no religious significance. This seems purely tribal in nature.
Nothing that I was raised with.
No.
We'll put it that way.
Would any of us examining it be rolling history or just Nexus?
Just
I could do a
Nexus.
religion.
Okay.
If Azaka was here, she might.
Okay.
That's interesting. I do not recognize any of this symbology. I do not know why this thing thinks it knows me.
Do we need to wake it up and ask it?
Did you go to
Yeah.
an after party at some point in time, Nexus?
No.
Got too drunk, can't remember anybody's faces or names anymore.
I have some concerns, though. If wake him up.
We tied
Do
him
we
up
want
already?
to tie him up first before we wake him?
Yeah, we'll tie him up
I'm
and
assuming
we
so.
take his weapon. And we'll see if we can't wake him up.
You can wake him up after a few minutes.
Okay.
I take a handful of mayo and just throw it on his face to wake him up.
Eventually, before you wake him up, though, Zandala's pseudo-dragon returns and starts kind of looking at her and preening, and she nods and pets it.
Are we clear?
Yes, they seem to have a bunch of crags and things nearby.
They may be waiting for a larger ambush next time. We should be careful. Given I think it only spoke Dwarven, I can understand it, but I cannot speak it. I may need you to help question it. If you don't mind.
Of course.
Dwarven, do you speak it?
So we have it tied up, all of his weapons are gone, and we
And you wake it up.
Yeah, I will lean down and look at its eyes. And I want to judge its reaction when it sees me.
Roll insight.
There. Oh, that's much better.
So imagine the look on somebody's face if you had, say, maybe offered to do something for somebody and then turned around and stabbed them in the back.
All right.
It's got that momentary anger and hatred, and then realizes that he's tied up and, calms down. He's not struggling or fighting. Says something in Dwarvish.
Understand him. I just can't speak it because I still have the comprehend languages on him.
Says, "Fine, you have me."
I'll ask questions. I'll just assume that Zandala is translated. How?
You roboted on me.
Oh, I asked him, "How do you know me, dwarf?"
He listens to her translate. This is a joke, right? And then he kind of looks at everybody and then starts speaking in common. You have new allies, it seems, but I remember you.
From where?
Do not play games with me.
Does it look like I am playing games? Answer the question.
From here, it was only, what, a month ago? Perhaps 2? How have you forgotten so soon?
In this location?
Now I'm going to roll insight for him.
Does he think you're the necromancer or something?
I don't know. Is the necromancer my twin? Wait, hold on. That's
Well,
weird.
according to the T-Rex, you're the Snacromancer.
No, the necromancer did not look like you. The necromancer was an elf.
Yeah, I think he might have a little bit of a height advantage on you. Just a little one, though.
You don't know. Who are you?
Who do you think I am is the question.
Nexus.
Okay.
That is the name you gave.
You said 2 months ago.
It has been some time, perhaps 45, 50 days.
Where were we around that time period? That would put us...
Good
Ugh.
question.
50 days ago, we were on this
I
side.
think we're already here.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
we were already here in the jungle.
Yeah, I know
No.
we were here in the jungle.
You were roughly in Kirsabal or so.
Oh, I'm Kirsabal at the time? Okay. I was not here at that time, but apparently somebody is. I wonder who is pretending to be me. So who is this Nexus that you met with? Was she an enemy of yours?
No, she agreed. Well, we did not think so. She agreed to go into Rakhamar and clear out the fire newts, in which case we agreed that they could have some of our adamantine ingots. But she conspired with them and attacked our escort party.
With these. Yeah. Oh, who are the Fretinar? I don't know the term.
Fire newts.
The fire newts. Okay. Well, I can guarantee that I was definitely not the one that did that. I was further up north around that time, not here. But I want to know
The only odd thing I
who.
remember happening to you was that little event during camping at night, way back when, right?
Explain.
Mhm.
I don't recall.
When that creature snuck up and went through your pack and stuff and took something and left behind something.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm kind of wondering if it was like a shape changer or something. That's the only thing I could think of that was unusual that happened to you back then.
Well, I'm
not
also
sure.
thinking, what about the
Strange
wonderful
creature?
people that we pissed off a while?
It was a goblin or something, I think. I have a question. You said there were other.
It's a fae.
That the other me had other allies. Who were they? Like, what did they look like?
You had a guide. Well, the other had a guide. Had several black adorned warriors and a few rogue types.
It's the Flaming Fist.
No, I would think you would
No,
recognize the
it
flame.
was not Flaming Fist.
Were they fae?
No.
Were they human?
Some were human. One was perhaps a half-elf?
Wait, did my other self have a raven like this on her?
No.
Okay, interesting. Well, I assure you that whoever that imposter is not me, and I apologize for any confusion there was on this. I assume this ambush was in regards to my previous to those actions.
No. The ambush was
Ah.
so that we could steal some food and supplies.
Oh.
But having recognized
That
you, that changed things. It is rough here since the dragon has arrived and a lot of the game in the area is scarce.
well,
Is it layering
maybe
up in the mine?
Yes. Along with several kobolds.
oh, kobolds. Then maybe I can work out a deal with you. And I know you may not necessarily trust me given the previous circumstances, but we actually would like to try to deal with that dragon.
You? Okay.
Assuming that you allow us free passage through your land so that we do not get weakened by attacking you.
I can show you the way. It would assist us. The mine has a tunnel that leads several days through the mountains up to Hrakamar. It might help us sneak in through the back to assail the fire newts.
Is my other self with the fire newts right now? Where did she go?
I do not know. She had a weird... In some regard, she seemed to command the others, yet in some regard, they seemed to order her around. It was a strange relationship. They spoke often in a different language, so we did not understand everything, but I think they were headed towards Omu.
Great. Okay. Well, I will. I will untie you then, and trust you back with your weapons. And again, I hope that we can. Our actions can assure you that we are not those same people, and I am not whoever that is.
I will believe you for now.
I do find it curious that they take my shape. Why? And you
Don't
weren't
we?
the first to have. That's not the first time. It was It was the
Other
white
people seem to
that
think they've
seemed
seen
to
you.
know it. Yeah, this is not the first time that this has happened. So, it's fascinating. We should be very cautious about this because I do not wish for you guys to be tricked by this person.
I will, out of earshot of the dwarf at some point, remind that the white thinks that they killed you.
That is true.
Whatever that means. I don't know if that means that your double was killed. Maybe there's more than one double.
Oh,
You're triple?
don't. We'll talk privately about this. If you wish to run ahead to your, do you wish us to stay here so you may speak with your others about this, or shall we walk?
No, we don't have to stay here at all. In fact, he stands up, starts walking towards one of the bushes nearby, pulling out his hand axe, and seems to select a few, goes through several of the bushes or whatever, and then hacks off what looks like a chunk of tree bark or something, but it's weird. It almost comes off like a scale shape thing. At which point he, from within his belt, pulls out a length of like twine, attaches it, and starts to spin it, and it makes this weird whistling, humming sound.
Okay.
At some point, I'll suggest to Nexus, do you want to distinguish yourself from any other possible Nexuses where something on your
It's
person...
the Raven.
Oh,
The
it's the
other
Raven
one
is
does-
north out.
Yes, this raven stays with me, unless out scouting or something. So
Then
it seems that should be very distinguishable.
so they can spread the word that the Nexus with the Raven is not the same Nexus as one without.
As I said, I'm more concerned about you guys and being tricked by it, but I think you guys hopefully will pay attention enough to know what is me and what is not me.
And after a few minutes of him twirling that thing with the sound, other dwarves start to kind of cautiously approach, unarmed and not aggressive. And he turns and starts saying something in Dwarvish, and Zendala
I can
just kind of
understand it
shrugs.
too.
Oh, he's, explaining this is not the group. Even though they look alike, something is different. This is not the same gnome from before, and we are going to take them to Wormheart.
Warm heart?
Worm, I think.
Wormheart.
Worm. With a Y.
If you are ready, we can depart now.
I will nod.
And they start leading you. He shows you during the day like several, almost it looks like game trails, only not as big. And they seem to follow the contours of the land, so as after a little bit of wandering, because it almost seems to go out of the way at times, but it stays in crevices and out of line of sight from the air.
Okay.
How long will it take? I'll ask.
One more day, we should be there.
So we'll be camping one night?
Yes.
Can somebody please apologize for me hitting him in the head so hard?
The dwarves, they respect that kind of thing. What are you talking about? They're fine. And he speaks common. He can understand. Do you remember he was speaking common?
You can apologize by laying on hands.
True. I just don't have that. Good lord, that would be almost all my lay on hands. I hit him pretty hard.
I'm alive. He should be thankful.
So we have a night's rest till he'll be fine.
Yeah. That night, does anything happen before that night or no?
No.
Okay. So that night, I will gather you guys around a little bit. I've been considering what possibly going on, and there is one, although very unlikely possibility, but a possibility nonetheless.
You are the
That-
necromancer, right?
No, that's even less likely than what I'm about to. That someone has duplicated my creation.
Eh?
Yeah, someone's duplicated my creation.
What's a creation?
Creation?
Oh, I suppose. How
Did
would
you
I
have a
explain?
baby?
Me? No.
Did
But-
you make a baby?
I was never a baby.
A golem?
Not exactly. I was created.
Oh, you are a creation, not you created a thing.
Yes. Sorry. Um, I am. I have no mother, no father. I am created from the realm of the Raven Queen herself.
How many
So
of
she
you are
liked
there?
you so much she made another one?
My creation was somewhat of an accident, or at least my current form. So
Do I kill it with fire?
it seems as if someone has found a way to recreate. It's possible. Let me clarify that someone's found a way to recreate such an accident and make it more intentional, to the same specificity as well. There was a gnome that provided my form. I guess you could call it sort of a mother, although I would never use that term. I don't recall what happened to her, so she might have vanished with the others. There was a group that created me. In your terms, it would likely be called a cult. The gnome that was an accident was a servant, but I have not seen her. But to be such a specific form like myself, I would imagine they have to have her still. But I don't know the intent of recreating it.
So why would they be in the same area? Didn't we started in a whole nother part of the world?
No. Again, highly unlikely, but the only explanation my consider at the moment.
And you have a raven.
I'm sorry?
And you have a raven.
Well, it is the eyes of the Raven Queen herself that watches us. It's not just a raven. So it appears that these other forms have not been so blessed to have the Raven Queen's eyes yet.
So this like other gnome girl, she sort of like accidentally bumped the ritual brazier while they were doing a ritual, and out popped you.
Something like that. Yes.
Like, what if she's like traveling around doing this in other places? What if it wasn't an accident?
I suppose that would be very strange. They seemed very angry at the situation. they were not exactly happy of me being this form.
Maybe there's a reason for what she's doing.
Maybe. But they wanted a beast, a monster, a creature of power. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure
Right, but
why
that
they
wouldn't
wouldn't.
stop someone like the Raven Queen from diverting them to her own ends instead of theirs, right?
They feared. They feared that. I don't know. There's still a lot of questions, but I figured it was important to bring this up, because I don't know what to make of this. The group, the cult that was part of that original creation vanished, left me, honestly. So I don't know what happened to them or why they left. I largely assumed them dead.
Find out more.
I mean, right now all we know is that there's another lookalike like you out there, and we don't know where or what they're doing, but they're just
least
not
one.
part of our group.
The insight by the dwarf that sometimes she commanded them and sometimes she didn't. That is what made me suspicious. A group like this would both control such a figure, but also fear this figure as well. If it is supposed to be the same beast that I was supposed to be. So I am that did seem like it would be something. I just don't know why here and why now.
Well, let's take care of the dragon.
I say
Yes.
one thing at a time, and if we come across them, then we'll deal with it then.
Just be careful.
My slight worry is they headed for Omo already.
Yeah.
Now, out of character, I don't want to abandon the dragon thing because we kind of said that's what we're
Lots
doing.
of people have headed Omo.
But it's weird.
Like there are 2 whole scouting parties that we're supposed to be keeping an eye out for too, right?
Yeah.
So it's like apparently it's the crossroads of the region.
Anybody else find it really funny that we couldn't figure out where the hell Omu is, and now everybody and their brother seems to know where the hell to go?
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yes, we will take care of this dragon for these gnomes, or for these dwarves, and hopefully find some other useful items to help us in Omu. And it appears I may be facing off with a duplicate of my own. That should be very interesting.
Okay, I'm kind of curious.
Mm-hmm.
The cult was trying to create you to be a thing of power and whatnot.
Yes.
Are they trying to... I'm not saying this is the same group, but if the other you has that knowledge, could they be trying to get to the soul catcher, whatever the hell the damn thing is called now, to use it as a source of power?
I don't know. I guess it's possible, or maybe something else in Umu that they would that they want.
So I suppose anybody could, right? I mean,
Yeah.
theoretically, right? But we started on the whole other continent, right?
Right. And yes, where I was created was definitely on that continent and not here.
I'm going to say I really don't want to get confused in the heat of the battle. So I'll take out my spool of color-changing thread, cut with the dagger off a length of it, come to Nexus, and if you let me, tie it around your wrist.
Okay. Sure.
You want to just give her a hair bow so we can all see it?
It's a friendship bracelet.
Giving me a friendship bracelet. How sweet.
In the color fuchsia.
It's a color changing thread. I
You
don't know what
notice-
controls it. That's what I have.
Ears wants to avoid confusion, yet picks something that any little thorn passing through the jungle will snag and take out. So Ears really wants to shoot you.
It's tied on. Here's knows how to
Yeah.
tie.
I will get a better description of her clothing from the dwarves, just so we can make sure how distinct she is compared to me.
She is wearing black.
Oh.
And when described, the clothing seems to sound familiar to Abella.
Ton, ton, ton.
Wait, what?
The particular style of clothing.
Oh.
Ah, crap! It's
These
Thay.
also seem to be similar to my +1 studded leather armor in terms
Yes.
of. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Zentarum.
great. Oh, Zentarum. That's what
Wait.
it is. Thank you.
Yeah,
I will,
that's what I was just gonna say. It piqued my interest there with a little description details.
I'll ask the dwarf. Wait, was she a spellcaster?
Yes.
Did she cast? She was. Interesting. Okay.
When he describes her, do I reckon? I mean, like, I know he says that she looks exactly like Nexus, but clothing wise, I recognize that. But do I know of anybody that can shape shift in?
Polymorph spells exist.
Oh, that's true.
Illusions.
Probably not in particular, but the style of clothing is very Zentarum.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then you
Wait.
guys... Oh, go ahead.
Do you mention that? I just want to be clear. Do you mention? Does Abuela mention the Zentarum action? Or
Oh
no?
yeah. Once I recognize it, I'll mention it to the group of what details as he's describing it, what details that I know of what it sounds like, and knowing that it's the group that I completely and utterly despise at this point. But yes.
It's those guys again. I hate those guys.
I don't believe the group that created me was related to the Zentarum. Do I?
Don't
I don't
Maybe
think so. I don't think I don't think so.
Maybe
No,
they joined up
there-
later.
Yeah, there were no hints that they were Zentarum. They were definitely cult-like, though.
Yeah. So
don't we have a not a uniform, an armor of theirs?
I'm wearing it. Yes.
Yeah.
It's covered up with a cloak, but
But you're covering it up, right?
Yes.
I mean, you're covering it up to the point where you can uncover it to show him,
yes,
or no? Okay.
I can.
yeah, show the dwarf and see
Right.
Yeah.
So I was
Don't-
going to say like
don't-
ears.
If you
but-
ask,
Don't
I
do it.
will.
Don't do it.
Yeah, but I mean that's with everything else going on. That's why I was kind of.
you can
Yeah.
we can just you can just minor image the symbol too. Like
Oh, there you
it's
go.
probably not.
Well, unless Ears plans on sleeping on it tonight, he's going to have to show it off at some point in time.
Not to
Well,
them.
light
You
armor.
can-
Light armor you can sleep in.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's a spellcaster. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. We'll we'll deal with that obviously as we go along. I will pin a clothing change as well.
Yes, yes. We have a dragon for you to.
So that night, they lead you to a campsite that's fairly secured, and they offer to keep watch, even though I'm assuming somebody will stay up anyway.
Mhm.
But nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
And then about midday the next day, they lead you to the mine.
Okay.
Fun. Look, we have an old-fashioned dungeon crawl into the mine.
Ooh.
Hmm.
I'm
Is the
already
mine
probably
also
seeing
where
more than I
the
should. Or not.
is the mine where the fire newts are?
No.
This is like the passageway to them, though, right? Like in a sense, you can
The
get to
mine
them through.
does have a passageway to it, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we just don't go down that hole.
Well, this area is volcanic, so I kind of assume the fire needs would be in an area with like a lot of volcanic activity.
What? Oh, I'm here, asking the dwarves.
You cut out a little.
Oh, I was asking what kind of materials were mined here.
Here or Hrakamar is our ancestral home. And we have been driven out.
Crack.
There we
crack.
mined adamantine.
Hmm.
Do you know how to work it too?
Yes.
Wow. I've heard things about it.
Can I place an order while we're here?
What I was thinking.
I think I think
too.
the dragon has gotten in the way of them. Correct.
Hey, I'll take a few weeks. Get rid of the dragon, come back, clear
The
out some
dragon,
fire
not so
newts.
much. The dragon does come around occasionally. We do have some scouts outside of Hrakamar. But mostly it is the fire newt infestation that keeps us from reclaiming it.
We will see what we can do to help with that issue if we can.
There is a cavern with mining cart that would go between them, because we would come get ore here when needed too, but it is a 40-mile trip, so it is a very long journey. There are several rests along the way.
Oh, wow.
But if we keep to the track, we will make it there. Is what you're saying?
If you wish to go that way.
And the dragon lair would be.
It cannot fit down the cavern that I'm aware of, so I think it is further down here.
Sorry, I think I misunderstood. What do you mean further down here?
Down this mine.
Oh, I see.
I'm confused, but that's okay.
So
All right, hold on.
I see. Going up the mine sounds like it goes to the city thing that they're talking about, and going down the mine sounds like it goes down to the dragon lair. Is that what you're saying?
Back to the map.
Back to the map.
You guys are... Right, Wormheart Mine.
Okay.
40 miles to the north.
Jumping. Hold on. There we go. Ah!
40 miles to the north is Hrakamar.
Okay, that's the dwarven city.
That's
Okay.
their home, yes. It is connected to Wormheart Mine, but the dragon's lair is down here.
Down where?
Down below
Sorry.
the mine.
Yeah, in Wormheart Mine.
Oh, okay.
What they were saying is if you get rid of the dragon, then they should be able to trek through the cavern to their homeland and try to sneak in from within to attack the fire newts.
And take care of the fire newts themselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Or at least start the assault.
Right. So the dragon would be downward in the mine, in a sense, basically. Right?
Yeah,
that
the
my
dragon is in
understanding?
this mine.
Okay.
And what else is in this mine?
Kobolds. And
And am I
ore.
supposed to actually be able to see one right now? Because I can, according to the map.
Possibly.
Oh, you mean like those?
Let's see. Can you see kobolds? Yes.
Oh, you're at a better angle than I am, so I can't see him.
Apparently. If there's a light source near it, then, I mean, I don't know if we'd be standing right there talking about it.
Yeah, technically I don't think you should be able to see them, but it's hard to adjust the lighting so that it acts right and still cuts off where it's supposed to.
I mean, it looks like there's a torch right next to this one.
Yes. So you can see that kobold. That seems to be roughly even level to what you're standing on now. And you seem to be able to make out a bit of a bridge, I think.
So if I see it, basically as soon as I see it, I would kind of hold everybody back saying, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know, stay out of sight.
Yep.
I don't know if we want to reveal ourselves.
Of course we do.
So we're not going in? What are you talking about?
Yep.
Uh,
Let's take care of these things.
Yeah.
But let me give you the description. All right, so you're standing before the mine. Dang it. Table stop.
You don't want an arrow on your side while we're discussing what to do you?
I'm sorry, say what?
I just tell Nexus, you don't want an arrow in your side while we're discussing what to do.
Oh.
No, you guys can be
Probably
standing away from the
Okay.
Yeah.
entrance.
Mm.
Sounds good.
But
do
you
that.
have the mine cavern leads in. The office here, this building has walls made of closely fitted stone with large windows and a wide overhanging tile roof. It's now overgrown with vines and creepers, but the structure looks solid. This building here, to your right, is made from closely fitted stones and has a tile roof, but no windows. Portions of the wall are crumbling where tree roots are pushing the stones apart. Gouges and scars show where someone tried to hack through the heavy door with axes but gave up after making little headway. And just at the entrance, an ore cart sits on the tracks at the entrance to the mine, held in place by a block under the wheels.
I asked the dwarf what's in these two sheds.
I've never been in them. He goes up and knocks on the door of this one. This one was where the ledgers and paperwork was handled for people doing transactions, I think. That one over there, perhaps a supply shed?
Is the door unlocked? Because I'll just open the door. I don't care.
To the office?
No, to the one by the supply shed, possibly.
No,
one.
the supply shed looks like somebody tried to hack through it and couldn't.
Oh.
Is there a lock?
Yeah, is it locked or is it like a padlock or is it just
It
blocked?
doesn't seem to have a lock on it.
And there's no windows to that one, right?
No, no windows.
Fascinating.
Can I examine for any hidden mechanism that might open it?
You may.
Would that be perception?
That would be perception. Yes.
Okay.
Or investigation, whichever.
Back to rolling twos.
You don't seem to find any kind of mechanism.
Hmm.
Must be a decoy shed.
Yes, that must be it. Well, nothing to worry about right at the moment. Let's get in there and take care of business.
Wait, this is not the bathroom. That's not where you take care of business.
I mean the kobolds and the dragon.
Actually, speaking of which, do you want to do a quick break
Sure.
at this point?
Let's take a break. 10 minutes sound good?
10 is fine.
Sounds perfect. Back at 15 past.
Yes.
Awesome. those inexperienced.
Oh,
Gage,
see,
Gage was helpful.
I was doing it this week, so OBS is very interesting.
Yeah, if you need help, a lot of it is trial and error. Not everything is intuitive.
Gage was pretty helpful.
All right, we are back.
All right. And we're about to go into these mines.
Stream on pause.
The stream is live again. The audio is live again.
I can't tell because I'm on audio only and turn it all the way down so I don't have feedback. I just have the chat.
Yeah, every once in a while I will forget to mute my feed, and then I'll start hearing this strange warbling sound because it goes into a feedback loop, and next thing you know, it's just noise.
Uh-huh.
It's like, okay, let's fix that.
Oh, a cat made an appearance on camera.
Yeah.
Everybody check off his business card. Your
It's like
bingo
that.
card. Excellent.
He's a big fat cat.
The dwarves will stay out here.
Okay. I will thank them for guiding us. We will take care of this man.
Now, if you want to move as a group, you guys can pick one token just to kind of generally move until something happens, if you wish.
I imagine we'll have ears ahead, so he'll probably be the front, and we'll be like 20 feet behind him or something like that, kind of thing.
So, ears, if you wish to go where you wish to investigate.
I will ask
you
though,
do
before
see
we
some
head in
lights.
there. Can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'll ask her before we head in. Wait, we're clearing out the passage for them. What are we getting out of this? From them?
Dragon.
I
From them?
mean, from them.
Nothing. Yeah.
You want something from them to negotiate it?
Yeah, nothing as of yet, but I imagine that we'll be in a much better spot to negotiate with them once we succeed at this. They want to take back their home. Going up there with them to do so could to do that. But given that my doppelganger had bad experiences with them last time, this would probably give us a much better room for negotiation with them. I mean, we were already going to do this anyway, so I don't think negotiating is with that big of a deal.
All right.
If you want something from them, ask for it.
Yeah,
you're the talky one.
We can talk to them about it afterwards. I'm sure there'll be plenty of stuff in this dragon cave for us to avail ourselves with.
Sounds good. All right. I'll start going kind of in the shadows along the walls, little by little.
Okay.
In fact, if I see that there is a passage on the right, I'll probably go back and Or Twillen, you're also investigating?
Yep.
Are we doing one token or are we?
No. Apparently, since we're scouting, we're gonna have to move away from the main group.
Yeah, I'd rather have one
So Twillen is
token
gonna be
keeping track of, though, until something happens. Unless you wish to split up, that's fine too.
Yeah, we'll keep to the one
do
token for now, and then if there's a split, then Twillen can be the second split.
Okay.
If that's
because otherwise, one person's going to be here and I'm describing while somebody else is moving over on this side and I'm missing it. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So, well, you all can tell me if there's a different path I should go. I'm gonna.
But the rest of us can't see what he's seeing on the map. So
yeah.
whatever you're describing.
In that case,
give everybody.
Yeah. Can I
Just give everybody access
control
to my
of your
token for now. Yeah.
And I will send my raven with him because I can see through its eyes. So my raven will be sitting on his shoulder. So that way it gives me access to sight. So that way we don't have to worry about a signal. I'll know for a fact that there's a problem.
That's not what I meant. I meant that he's going to have to re-describe
No,
everything
I
to us
understand.
anyway, because
I know.
as players we can't see.
Figured this is a good way to
Right, but
communicate with
yeah.
the main group. Yeah, this is a good way to
Well,
communicate.
Can you all see
Yeah.
now what Ears is seeing?
No.
Nope.
Oh, yes. I clicked on them. You have to click on them first.
Okay.
Nope.
If you have Ears highlighted, you don't see?
I can't highlight him.
Like you should be seeing apparently whatever the heck that is, a bunch of kobolds over here.
Nope.
Apparently, I can see.
I can see.
Yeah, I can see too. I just clicked on his
I
token.
can't.
Might need to
We're
can't
refresh
even
your
click
table.
on it.
we're on the bottom. We're not at the top
Yeah.
of the map.
I know where
Yeah.
we are because I can see
Yeah.
ears. Twilin can see ears,
Yeah.
and he can see past ears a little.
You
but
might
he
need to
can't see
refresh
what
your
Yeah,
page.
try refreshing it. See if that helps. Because
Okay, refresh.
it seems like everyone else.
Yep.
I
Doing
guess we could have created a separate token that's not specifically ears, but whatever. It's too late now.
We
Make
can
it
all
complicated now.
control you. It's
Oh no!
Ears is the puppet now.
Ears has these
Exactly.
strings that extend from his shoulders up into the sky now.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, up to the raven.
Yes, the raven
All right.
controls
Should
you.
I do a stealth?
If you wish to be sneaky, yes. These lights here, you do see light sources, and in
Okay.
other places it does seem to glow.
Well, if I get advantage from being silent, then it's a 30.
From what you can tell leading up to this is that there is a deep pit that goes down, and you can almost see that this minecart around the outer edge spirals downward.
Mm-hmm.
So right here is a ledge. This
Okay.
cart over here, if you can see it, is 75 feet below you.
Uh-huh. Okay. And this up here that apparently, I don't know if that's a fluke, but I can see this here kobold and this here kobold.
Yes, this is all level at where you are now, roughly. This bridge goes across. This is a central column that is all the way to the bottom.
Sticking to the left wall or to the shadow of this wall, I guess. I'm gonna take another step over there, or if I can be behind here. Oh, I guess if I'm behind here, I can see this guy. Okay. Well, the raven can see it too, so you can see that there, and I point to it, that there are kobolds everywhere. So probably at this point, I'll just head back to the group to strategize. Like, we're not going to be able to avoid
Countering them, right? So
the
sneaking
kobolds.
is really just not really an option at this point. Let's go in strong.
There's going strong, there's going with trickery, or there's going and try to I'll ask the dwarves if they had run-ins with the kobolds, and what do they know about the kobolds?
Not much. We don't go in and about them. This mine here.
Have they ever come out of the mine, or are they always in there?
The kobolds sometimes come out, I think, when the dragon is lazy and sends them out for things.
I was waiting for that.
So the dragon will probably get alerted if we start dealing with the kobolds.
True,
Yeah.
but if we don't deal with the kobolds, then he can draw them to him while we're fighting the dragon.
Yeah.
Have
So
we
we'll-
seen?
How about I try something?
Have we seen the dragon
You
out and
are
about
dragonborn.
Yeah,
today?
Trickery was one of my thoughts.
Not today, no.
don't think I'm going to trick them necessarily. I'm thinking I'm just going to be honest with them.
Sure.
This sounds like a terrible idea. Yeah.
Okay,
You
you
want to
want me
approach
to try
them?
to sneak up on them? Let's see how
No.
well that works.
Nope. Nope. But hey, you want to go ahead and give this a try? Go.
I can be in the shadows to start trouble if trouble starts, or rather to, you know.
Okay.
You know what I do. I don't have to describe it.
So it's up the path to the right, correct?
Yeah.
There are kobold. So you saw what I saw, right?
Yeah.
There's a kobold over here. There's kobolds up here. There's a kobold up here. They're everywhere, basically.
Player, yes, saw, but this is ears.
Yep.
I lose ears a lot.
Right. So I will explain where I saw them. Basically, one right off to the right here, one way up in the north here, and then some up here through this. Through this thing.
I'll put the shoulder, the raven on his shoulder.
I will follow. Yeah, go
on
ahead.
Thrack's shoulder. Yeah.
I'll follow along.
Give a signal if we need to run in. Basically, if Thrack gets in trouble, I'll give the signal and we can run in.
Actually, I'll go this way.
Let me know
So
when
I'm
I
not
need to
near
stop,
him.
because I'm not being subtle and I'm actually carrying a flaming sword. And it is lit.
Oh, you're going very aggressive. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not
he doesn't
going
have dark
aggressive.
vision.
You lit your sword
I don't
on
have dark
fire.
vision.
I mean, there is light source in there, so you don't need the flaming sword, but
Yeah, you don't have to have the sword of
I'm
flame.
trying to get a point across.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We'll
have an
go for it.
idea.
Go for
It's not fully formed. It is probably not going to work because
That's okay. Me and Abuela are ready to run in, right? Let's
Yep.
do this. Okay.
And I'm sticking to the shadows and waiting to jump in for support.
All right. It's all on Thrack right now. Go ahead.
All right. So Thrack, when you get to this edge, you have a. Let me describe it for you.
Gonna stick my head around this
A
corner.
wooden walkway that spans the pit. So before you looms a 250-foot deep pit.
oh, you couldn't have mentioned the pit.
There's the stout stone column in the middle that goes from the ground all the way up to the roof. There's a wooden walkway that extends to the center and then anchors onto that center column and seems to disappear around it, and then presumably across on the other side. Several of these planks look broken or missing, but the walkway looks solid. And then you can see that around the outside clockwise, the track descends in a clockwise fashion.
Would this have been revealed at any point in time? Is the dragon male or female?
Nobody knows, or nobody has said.
Got it.
I don't know the dragon that intimately.
Yes.
You can see, and now they can see you because of the sword. Down here seems to be some kobolds. These are about 75 feet below you on a small ledge. And
Hell of
they
an
are.
incline.
Let's see here. They are just kind of watching you at the moment because 75 feet is a little far to do anything.
And I can see them from where I am, actually. But I can see these guys up here.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to see them because the ledge would stick in the way. But yes,
I'm
you can
sticking
see
to the
these
wall.
guys over here. And here, this cavern comes out on a lip about 50 feet above the minecart below it. So there is a ledge there.
It's blocked by the column for me at the moment.
Oh, okay.
But I did see it from when I was from this angle, so.
Okay, let's see how well this works. I'm gonna go stalking up to these two.
Hold on. That, if you wish, that's a 75-foot fall
Oh,
ledge
Oh,
right
it's
sorry,
there.
a
I didn't
drop. It's
realize
not
that
an
was a drop
incline.
off. I'm sorry,
I
I
didn't
thought it
get
was
that
an
either.
incline too.
No, it inclines down
Okay.
clockwise.
Ew.
You could follow it around to the left in a clockwise fashion, but there is a drop off right there.
Then I'm going to
Alright.
start stalking across the walkway.
Do I feel like there's enough shadows to along this way
I
to be
just
able to
created a
skirt the
shadow.
wall?
Probably not.
Well, I'm gonna then chance it that all eyes are on the big flaming sword and the big
Let me move Abella out there to see what vision looks like.
So as he's making noise and schlepping over there, I'm gonna sneak from shadow to shadow best I can. You can tell me if it succeeds. The plus side is I'm silent.
When you get to that side, though, the kobolds that are over here kind of stand at attention. And in Draconic... Who are you? Stay back! Come no closer!
Okay, I do have a response. Let me know when I can respond.
Oh, you can respond.
I keep inching along the wall.
I
As they're
say
focused
back
on
in
him.
Draconic, you dare disobey your master? The dragon has summoned myself and my party here. It has called to us, and we have come forth to answer that call. You must guide us to where this dragon is, and you may not do us harm unless the dragon wishes it, and I believe you still need to ask permission for that.
Roll me a persuasion. Or intimidation.
I did
Interesting.
not lie.
So it's not a deception, is what you're saying.
I can't lie.
Oh, the dragon didn't summon you here.
Yeah, I was about to say that the
No,
part of
I
that
said
was
it
a lie.
called to us.
It did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, y'all guys all saw the dragon and were like, we need to go kill that. It called. to us.
Oh! Twist on words.
He's
Good
going
job.
with Jedi
Weasel
point of
words,
view
I
here.
like it.
In his
Oh.
logic, he did not
Holy
lie.
crap.
Hey, look at
Okay.
Thrak throwing it down.
And I'm pointing at him with a flaming sword.
They kind of look at each other. Dragon no here. Dragon, and they point down.
Point down the pit.
Tinder down.
Excellent.
This is in
How do I
Draconic,
get
though,
there?
right?
Yeah, this is all in Draconic.
Uh,
Excellent. This will please the dragon. How do I get down there?
Follow tracks. Ride in car.
Excellent. Good. I will tell the dragon of these two specifically. What are your names?
Sim and Dorn.
I appreciate my brothers. And with that, I turn around, I walk back up, and I go, okay, I think we got permission to use the cart to go down to the dragon.
Watch out for haunted cave.
I stop, and I turn around, and I go, what haunted cave?
The haunted cave.
The haunted cave should fear me. And I keep walking.
All right, I will signal to the group, given that I assume you just signaled it to the Raven since it's right on your shoulder that it's clear to go. So, let's go.
Well, I told them they couldn't attack us. They didn't argue with me, so I'm hoping they're going to take that as fact.
Dylan gets in the cart.
Yeah.
I'll push the cart. Okay.
Okay.
Y'all guys all get in it, and I'll push the
incline
cart as I'm
pretty
escorting
steep?
you.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
So the cart might be hard to control.
How many people fit in the cart?
That's an
One or
excellent
two.
question.
Also,
Oh,
you
Lord.
notice looking at the cart when you get in, it kind of shifts slightly. One of the axles is broken.
Maybe we'll walk. What do you
Yeah,
think about
we
that?
just walk it.
All right. I will tell y'all, they said something about a haunted cave, so just be ready.
Okay.
I'll lead, though. That way they think I'm in charge still. And
That's fair.
hopefully that convinces them.
Yeah, we'll do it
Okay.
that way.
But
I'll eye
deep.
every new kobold as we pass them to see if they. I'm like, maybe you should bring one of the ones you like threatened with you, so they can explain, so you don't have to keep on explaining it.
Yeah, ask if they
I'll
could
do that
guide
as I
us.
pass by. Let's get to them first, because this is going to take. I want to make sure they don't attack us before we even get there.
Oh, I see.
Unless
Yeah.
you want them to run up the hill and then run back down it. I mean,
So, wait, was it the guys that were in like that area? These guys?
These
or-
guys across here.
Oh,
right?
okay.
That you were talking to?
yeah, because the way this thing goes is it goes clockwise.
Right.
And as we go, we're going down. So once we get to the other side where those other two were, we'll be at the same level as them, I believe.
But
So,
they
yeah.
heard the conversations, what you're saying, is what you're relying on, right? So they would be.
Yeah, but
Eh,
that's only
You'll
a
give-
75-foot decline, and that means we still have 175 feet to go. Or no, 675 feet to go. It's a
So
big
yeah. One of them to come with us,
250
then one-
feet down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 750. Okay, I need
No.
to change that.
These over here were 75 feet below you.
Right, but I mean, still, that's a sharp incline. It's a good distance, but that's still that goes down. This is a spiral staircase.
Yes.
No big deal.
Okay.
Like I said, just ask one of them to come with us.
Okay. Y'all guys pick your order. As I said, I'll go first.
Are we walking in order? Or are we still keeping, since they're not? I'm assuming they're not actively attacking.
You can pick your order, but then we can just move Thrak for now.
Okay, so yeah,
Or,
Thrak-
everybody can move as needed for lighting and visibility, but Thrak will be where the party is. I guess.
Do you want to
Um,
take people's permissions
well,
away
I'm
from your ears? Or
rear
just...
in this
I-
case, then.
Took them away from ears already.
Oh, you did. I wouldn't know.
Have her near us. Actually, well, you might actually want to take up the rear since we have Thrak in the front.
Who?
Me? Is
Yes.
that what you said? You cut out there. I didn't know if that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Okay,
I didn't
I
know
was-
you were
I
referring
wasn't
to either.
sure. Yeah, I'll stay towards the back then.
and then Thrak, and then yeah, that makes sense. Just in case, that way it holds the softer people in the center.
Alrighty.
So this will be pretty much our general walking order.
So Thrak ears, Twillin, Nexus, Sabella. Okay. Where would you like
wait.
Zandala?
Probably between ears and Twillin, or yeah, that'll be fine.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Put her
There.
one further back. Put her one behind me.
Okay,
Or
She's
put her
not
between
correctly-
Nexus and I.
yeah,
That would work too.
Right.
yeah,
yeah.
that's fine.
So Nexus, does Nexus
Mhm.
speak Draconic?
No, Nexus does
Oh.
not know Draconic.
So she whispers to the pseudo dragon, and the pseudo dragon takes off.
Keep the front half of the party and the back half of the party separate by like around 20 feet or so.
Okay.
All right.
Sure, why not?
So Thrak, where are you going?
I am actually going to follow the tracks.
Yeah, I get that.
First to here.
You're just basically we don't want to move with you, but we'll set our. But you're basically the one moving.
So
Right.
this these lights seem to be continual flame torches.
Fancy.
Cool.
Well, I stop here and call out to Sim and Dorn. Sim, Dorn, tell me, are more of your brothers lower down?
Oh yes.
And what of those two over there? And I point to those two.
They
I
kind
can
of
see that one in the corner.
look over there and shrug.
Sim, Dorn, so that no confusion occurs, why don't you escort us down to the bottom?
They both start
Past your
shaking their
brothers.
head. Oh no, we can't leave. They kind of look back in the cavern behind them, and then both, no, can't leave.
What do you fear back there?
They huff their chests out. Fear nothing. We guard.
What do you keep in there then?
If Tinder wants you know, Tinder tell you.
Very well. I'll keep moving around. And basically when I get here, do they try to stop me?
Uh,
Or us?
they are casually watching you.
I will. I'm not going to try to intimidate them because I'm terrible at that too.
They are kind of standing there like, well, they're kobolds, so it's hard to tell a whole bunch, but almost with like a curious and an amused look to them.
I'm going to leave it alone and just keep moving. Can I actually?
Yep, I shall fix that here.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I was like, crap.
Oh, we can't see him. Just so
Nope,
you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just changed maps.
Fixing that. There is a ledge separating you from Thrak at the moment, but just for spacing wise.
So we've gone down a level, basically.
Yeah, you've gone down a level. So Thrak is currently where you are, or coming down. All right, here. At this point,
At least this way we'll get a head count of how many kobolds.
Yeah.
you see, what is this?
Well, we know the names that are of the ones that are up there, so that should help. Maybe.
So there is a contraption sitting there with a bunch of nasty-looking spikes, and over it you can see a fire kind of burning in the pit there. And it's hard to see past this, but there are some gaps in there. There seems to be, total of 7 kobolds, them and 5 more kind of mingling about in there.
I will not be standing in front of that sharp, pointy thing. And I will call out, Brothers of Dragonkin, is it safe to pass on?
I'm hiding.
Uh,
Just in case.
that's a good question. It's safe. Who are you?
Who I am does not matter. Simply that Lord Tender called to my party, and we are answering that call now. And we go forth to seek Tender.
Ooh.
And unless you have permission from your Lord to harm those he calls to, I wish that you disable any traps that lay before us. For I know that my fellow dragonkin are crafty and clever in such ways. And I look almost admiringly at that trap that I see just plainly right there.
Mm-hmm. They don't seem near it. They don't seem to be looking at you threatening through the gaps in the wood.
So no other traps ahead of me then?
Oh. No, there's traps.
Well, we bring something of great value to Lord Tender. I do not think he wishes it harmed before we get there. How do we bypass your traps?
Um. Be careful.
Will one of you kindly come forth and guide us? At least past the traps.
These two kind of look at each other, and then give me a perception roll.
Hey, not bad.
So they seem to kind of start arguing amongst themselves on who should be the one to go out there, and not in the way of I volunteer. It's more like you should do it. No, you should do it. No, you should do it. No, you and you see kind of in the back are a few others that are not armed, and they don't seem like they are the combatant type of kobolds. And then they both kind of go over to one, pick up, almost looks like a juvenile, kobold juvenile, and they kind of walk over there and toss him over the spikes there.
I simply point my sword at him. You, what do they call you?
Flap.
He kind of looks frightened for a minute. Uh, uh, um, um, um. Nuisance? Um,
Nuisance.
Trouble? Um, they call me lots of things.
What is your name? Given to you by Tender.
Oh, Tinder no give me name. His eyes go wide.
And when I see Tender, I shall request a name for you. And I believe we shall tack on the Brave. How does that sound for guiding us to this?
Its
Your
jaw
reward.
starts to tremble. Uh, I think that sounds bad.
Very well. Still, we need a guide. Lead on.
It, he kind of runs up to here, and then he points at this rope that kind of goes up above, and there is from coming around here, you can see the boulder up on the ledge there, tied to the rope that stretches across.
Ah, a very clever contraption.
Is this just like a rope they would pull and that's it? Like it's a really
Yes.
simple construction.
Seeing it now, there's a rope that goes across overhead, goes through a pulley system on the central column there, and then comes over here and is tied to another loop right around the corner there. So that, oops, I'm moving it. Hold on.
I'm sure you assisted in putting this up, didn't you?
Shakes its head.
Well then, do you have a problem with us
And then he stops and points up ahead to the cavern up here. Urds no listen to me. Urds fight. Urds don't let anybody below.
I shall go have words with Urds. Nuisance, I believe you said your name was. My party will be disabling this trap while I go talk to Urds.
I don't think you can disable it. It's literally just a rope they pull, right? Like it's active.
Yeah.
Like it's active.
Any type of action it looks like on the rope that's attaching over here would probably knock it loose. The best way to disable it is to not mess with it.
Very well.
Then that is what we shall do.
I just point to it and go, no go.
All right, so you guys are still keeping some distance between you. He would get up to here, but not go further. And as soon as you come into view around the corner there, the Urds, they are winged kobolds. They stand up, draw their daggers. Who you? Why you this far?
I am Thrak Rosethorn. I have been called here by Master Tender, and I come to seek to answer that call. For I bring the most precious gift to him, as has been requested of me.
They kind of look amongst themselves, a few of them. Oh. Why, say so before. And roll initiative.
Damn, I was hoping that would work.
You're doing really, really well.
Because if you have a gift for Tinder, they have a gift for Tinder.
I tried, guys. I'm sorry.
We got this far.
Cut the rope.
That sounds about more normal. By
Crap, I forgot to select my guy, but apparently I created an initiative. Go figure. Need to get it into the actual thing.
out of curiosity, what pulling the rock down, does it just look like it would just block the path, or was it, or what rolled
yes.
down? It would roll.
Looks like it might block the path, or maybe
It might take it out because
Yeah.
that's wood.
it might break it.
Okay. Well, that should make the.
It would make it very difficult to get back up. Perhaps?
I hear Star Trek.
No.
Next Generation.
No. Deep Space Nine.
Oh.
I'm about to say, that's
Okay.
not. I know that
Close
song.
enough.
That's not, that one's that one. Next Generation. I thought it might have been Picard because I hadn't heard that one yet.
No, you're right.
Well, it's not Enterprise because no Rod Stewart.
So I've been saying that I'm hiding all this time. Should I roll my stealth check now that it matters?
No, because in this spot here, there is no place to hide. It is too well lit.
Okay. Well, I was assuming I'd been sticking to the shadows where possible. So
Yes.
I wouldn't be right there. I would be right here.
I have no sight on that guy. Hold on. Why do I have no sight on these people?
They're all blind.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget, if you used anything last time, we did take a long rest between here and there.
Mm.
You can roll stealth. I'll give you that.
In general, I'm always sticking to the shadows unless safe.
Yeah. Okay. So they appear to be getting hostile.
I will take a shot at the closest one, or the closest one I can see. That's probably the easiest target. I'll go for that.
Yeah.
Whoops. That actually. Oh no. No,
We need
sorry,
to
that
do
was
a
not the
reorder.
right.
Dang, that took a while to show
Well,
up.
I clicked on the reappear instead of the short bow, but I did roll a crit. But I guess I should actually click on the short bow, shouldn't I? Oh, it's a crit anyway. Oh,
God!
I just used all my crits for the night.
Yeah, well, considering the night's going to be almost over because of this combat.
So that is 9 plus 9 plus 12 is 30 points of damage.
All right, you kill one. And however,
And
because there is no other place other than this ledge, though, hiding now will be useless.
Oh,
'Cause
I am going to climb over on this side because I can climb,
you can do that, yes.
and I'll hide there.
You kill one.
And then I'm gonna hide. As far as I know, I'm just down off the ledge because I'm crazy like that.
Just drop off.
All right.
Yeah, we just
Twillin?
watched him just go, whoo!
Twillin is up.
Well, one way to end this quick.
Yeah, I'm. Twillin is a bit out of it because he wasn't expecting to get involved in a combat. Right? Twillin casts Spike Growth Center. And yes, I know Thrak would be. The range of Spike Growth is. Yep, wrong thing. Clicking on the wrong spell there. Here we go. Range is 20-foot radius. So centered it there. Go. Maybe about that big. Oops. Meant to.
It doesn't cover walls, though, does it?
No, but it'll fill the whole floor. And that. There we go. Sir.
Oh, crap. Is that seriously a 20-foot radius around that?
Yep.
There might be a slight flaw with this plan, but I guess you're about to find out.
Well, you just cut my movement speed in half.
In half. I moved it down to 0.
Spike
If-
growth only makes it difficult terrain. It doesn't wrap me or anything.
No, but if you move, you take damage.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
So just
Is that
on
all
it.
for Twillin?
Yeah.
Okay. This one here is going to move, but he is not going to walk. He launches himself into the air and
Have
flies
wings.
to here,
Yeah.
and he is going to drop a rock on Thrak, and then he's going to finish his movement and fly over. No, he'll fly over to this way. And then, let's see, do I have wings? All right, Thrak. Does a 21 hit, Thrak?
Yes.
All right, a rock falls on your head for 6.
Okay.
And then this one here is also going to fly. It's going to be in the air above Twillin, but I don't want to put it there. Twillin, a rock is going to drop on you. 18 to hit for 8.
That'll hit.
And these over here. This one is going to fly this way and then dive. So this one looks like it's going to be flying downward. The others are going to stay there for the moment. No. They're going to fly this way. Yeah, that one, they're going to stay there. Nuisance.
Hopefully Nuisance does the right thing and runs for his life.
Keep it.
Kobolds aren't bright. Well, you should know this.
He got a 10. He was about to run in there, but he's going to instead stay where he is. Thrak, you're up.
All right, I'm going to do the only thing I can do at this point, which is
Stand
I'm
still.
sorry,
yours
go
is
ahead.
a concentration spell, right?
Yeah, it's a concentration.
Which means you can dismiss it if you want to.
Yep. But I don't know if I can do a free action on my turn or that his. If I can, I'll wait until I an indicator that.
You can do a free
should happen.
action anytime. Yeah.
Yep.
So if you wish, you can end the spell. Yes.
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to go back to what I was going to do, which is I'm going to basically drive my sword into the ground, to pull out a javelin, and I think that's my entire turn, since I have to put one weapon down and draw another.
No, drawing a weapon
you're
is part of a
dropping-
move action.
Oh, well, okay. So, I shall chuck said javelin at... Actually, if... I don't know. How does 2 attacks work with javelins? Can I pull 2 at the same time?
Yes, drawing the weapon
You
is
have
part of
multiple.
the attack.
Alright, so I'm going to chuck a javelin at the one that's dropped a rock on my head. I don't know if a 14 hits.
I think I made a slight mistake. A 14 will hit.
Okay, 10 piercing. Is he still breathing, or did I impale him really good?
Oh, you impaled him really good? To the point that he falls to the floor.
Excellent. Alright. I can barely see that one, so I'm guessing he's going to have pretty decent cover from me, but I'm going to chuck one at the one that didn't move, that's right there beyond the thorns.
That guy there?
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be... Oh, that's just within range. Cool. $26.
Yeah, the cover doesn't matter.
Alright. So that's only 6 points of piercing.
It kind of cries out in pain. But what I was saying is I made a mistake. One of these that flew out and down would have had to come over on this side here and go down. He could not fly through the wall.
Oh, there's a wall here.
Yes, this is a wall.
Okay.
Abella, you're up.
Okay. Being where I'm at and can only see so much, I am just going to make my movement, which will get me to here with right behind Twillin. Or wherever you want to put me on the map there. That works.
I was trying to see what you could see.
Yeah. I warn her, don't proceed. It is not safe to approach the emissary.
I can't reach that flying one by us, can I?
This one?
Yeah.
Not in melee, no.
Not melee. I'm not willing to lose a weapon just yet, so I'm gonna hold my action until something threatening comes into range.
Okay.
Okay.
Did I? I did not.
Roll initiative.
Because he's also the only one that I see.
Oh. Well, perfect spot.
Other than our friend that's guiding. I'm assuming the one to the left of Twillin is the one that's guiding us, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah.
He's why I put it where I did.
Dang it, I keep bypassing it. Okay, Sandala is next. Appropriately enough, I rolled perfect for that.
Yep.
She has vision. Does she have range? Yes, she does. She is going to cast Firebolt.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Or is it a single pew?
I believe this is a single pew. Dang it, I hate rolling the mouse wheel with control keeps resuming my page, and it's annoying. But control is my push to talk. Let's see, does this roll properly? No, it doesn't. That should be 2.
Oh, right.
Which one are you hitting?
I'm thinking Eldritch Blast. You get multiple.
See, does it do it right this time? Nope, still 1d10. Why is it still 1d10?
I'll just add them up.
Yeah,
Just
17
add
damage.
Which one did she hit?
The one that was flying down below, that was diving, she firebolts it and drops it out of the sky.
That's all it took. Oh, okay.
They're just kobolds.
Yeah.
I killed one with a bloody javelin, for crying out loud. They ain't that tough.
Nexus, you're up.
All right. So I can see this one. How far down is that one?
Which one? That one is
one
up
right there.
above. That one's like
he
20
flew
feet
up.
above, yes.
Oh, okay. She blasted that one. I see the one over here. Yeah, I'll blast this one. I think. Looks like we're killing everything we hit. I'm going to use Toll the Dead. Sure. Yeah. DC 15 Wisdom for 10 damage.
It fails.
It takes 10.
The one that was flying up here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Is it still alive? Or?
No. Twillin, give me a dexterity save.
Okay.
Fall
sounds
into
Right
right.
above you, technically.
Oh, right, because it would dropped a rock. I forgot. Okay.
If it had a rock,
That.
Alright,
Sorry.
so you take half damage. If it was still alive, it would take half damage as well. So you both take 3 as the kobold falls on you.
Sorry, Twilight.
Concentration is a concept, right?
Yes, DC 10 or half damage.
Apparently,
Did that
my
roll?
comment on Twitch was prescient.
Oh, I don't think 5 made it. What? It's
it's either 10
Was
or
it
DC 10 or half damage?
whichever's
No.
higher.
Yeah, 10 is minimum.
So
yeah,
you're
so
gonna
I
lose it.
failed the concept. So it dissipates.
I'm so sorry.
Although the timing isn't bad because I intended to step forward and tell the emissary the tree to proceed.
I missed it. What dissipates?
The spell, the spike growth.
Oh, I thought you already dismissed it.
Nope.
Ah, okay.
Alright, Ears, you're up.
All right. Well, the spice growth gone. I will swing myself around back this way, and then
You
keep
can't
moving.
see it through the wall, can you?
What? Well, it was like on the stairs, right?
And it was
I
down
mean,
here, yeah.
yeah, I could
So
see
that bit of it's no longer there either.
All right, so I'll swing around this way, and then is that an actual? Well, I guess I'll have to be back here, and do it stealthily. Actually, I was already hiding, so I guess I'll continue that. And basically, slowly peeking around to shoot the first thing I see. So if I see that guy right there, I'll just shoot him.
Yes, you can see a guy right there.
Okay, we'll do that. 18 for 16.
That was
And
15
then
too many.
And then I'll hide behind, let's say, well, like here. Well, whatever. Behind this pillar, but there's no good spot to put me.
Yeah, there's no good spot.
But you know what I mean. Right.
Twillin, you are up.
Yeah, just pretty much follow through with my previous plan, except for decide Drac and say the way is clear to advance, emissary.
Alright, we have a couple more.
And meanwhile, if anybody's not looking at Twitch, right before that happened to Twillin, I was commenting, "Kobolds keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning." Right?
Or Twellin gets a
And then a
kobold
kobold
on
fell on his head.
Alright, so this one's flying up above. Only
How high is it here?
It is 20 feet up.
Okay.
Sure, it's not higher. I mean, the lower level seems smaller than the upper level.
Does it?
I seem to remember seeing the tracks from above, like on a ledge below.
No. From above, you could see these tracks. Shadowy.
Uh-huh.
However, this is going to throw a... Yeah. Ears, this is going at you.
All right. I was not hiding particularly well anyway.
Yeah.
That must be why. I get to use my uncanny dodge.
Crit! For 3 fire damage. As it throws a flask of alchemist fire at you. And at the start of each of your turns, it'll do another d4 damage. And you may end it as you can take an action to make a dexterity check to extinguish the flames.
Oh. Alright. It is what it is. I mean, there's no reason not to use Uncanny Dodge to make it a 1.
This one is going to fly. This one's actually going to land.
There's a tabaxi on fire next to it.
And this one is going to throw at Thrak. An acid flask and miss. Alright, nuisance is going to stay there. Thrak, you're up. You have
Okay.
one at ground level, one at 20 feet high.
All right. So, I'm hoping my teammates can handle the high one, since I'm just going to pick up my sword and hit this guy right in the head. I think I annihilated him.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Did I see any of the others go around that corner?
One flew earlier, and I forgot to move him. He went even further around.
Um,
All right. Well, since Fulham says it's safe again, can I move without provoking an attack of opportunity since he's 20 feet above me?
You can. You're in a wall there.
Yeah, I know, because for whatever reason it dropped my token halfway through the move. Okay, that was 25 feet, so I can get to there.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And I can't see anything, so I'm just going to... I already attacked, so yeah, that's my whole action.
Alright, Abella, you're up.
Okay. Let me see. So I can move. So if I move to here, that's going to put me at 20.
we can't hear you. Or at least I can't hear
Yeah,
you.
I think you're muted.
Sorry. We just have this one, this guy, and he's like 20. You said he's 20 feet above us?
Yes.
Okay. And unfortunately, from where I am, that's the only spot that I can, only one that I can see. So I'm actually going to.
I'm on fire right now. And it says a creature. It doesn't say I have to be the one that puts out the fire. You know, if you have nothing else to do.
Oh, you're on fire.
But if you have
Well,
something
yeah.
more useful to do, go for it.
I can't because I can't reach him. I mean, unless I throw a javelin at him. But in that case, I'm gonna.
Pat out the cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna tackle ears and put him out.
Throw some kitty litter on him.
Make me a dex check.
Great. She just pile drives here, so he takes more damage from the tackle than he did from the fire.
Right? Damn heavy armor. What am I doing? A dex check?
Yep.
Is it a dex check or shoulder check? I'm just asking.
All right, ears, you are put out.
Woo!
With singed fur, but you are put out. All right.
Okay,
I
so should I move? Should I move me like, we'll say behind here?
That's
Will
up to
that
you.
work for putting? I mean, for putting him out. Like I kind of moved in that direction.
Yeah.
So I'll stick there, and that's about all I can do.
Zendala does not see where the other one went. She.
I am going to be back in 2 minutes.
Okay. She casts a spell. And then. Flies over to that ledge. Nexus, you're up.
I think Scaly was taking a power nap,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the connection died. So that's what we get now. Clearly, that needs to be screen captured and shared back with him.
Actually, that may not be a power nap. He may be looking down at a cat or a dog that just knocked out his power surge adapter or something.
The lean gives.
Yeah,
We
but
could all lean that way.
I'm just showing that it's lost connection here.
It was like that for a bit before the lost connection happened.
Jeff, you should have sent him some coffee.
I don't. Oh, wait, I can do this. Maybe this might help. Let me mute this, though, so it doesn't show up on the stream. Where is it?
I used to use Skype to wake friends up. The phone call noise is really loud.
Lost video feed. Oh, there
he
we go.
is.
Do we have audio?
I think you just came back in.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
What happened?
I'm not being stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, because from all our perspective, it looked like you fell
Yep.
asleep.
You see what I posted to the behind the scenes?
Yep.
Right?
You were like,
Nope, not completely asleep. Wake enough to hear my name.
All
right.
But then the
Nexus
connection
is your
froze
turn.
just at the right time.
Yeah, the connection froze.
All right, so it looks like that guy flew in and dropped another rock or something. Oh, acid flask. Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
acid flask. He is 20 feet high.
Low will. I'm going for another Toll the Dead. Is one of them hurt already or no? Or is it they dead?
Most of the hurt ones are
you-
dead.
Dead. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. So I guess that guy.
There's one way down there. I don't know if you can see him. Wasn't there one way down there?
No, Zendala killed that one with a firebolt. There was one
Okay.
flying down the minecart track.
Wisdom then for this one. Oh wow, good damage on that one. Yep.
All right, that one falls to the ground too.
I'll yell out, Thrak, can you stop? Can you tell them to stop killing themselves? I'm just saying.
Let's see. The other is out of range of everybody. However, Zendala can fly faster than they can.
So Ears would like to catch up with him if he's, because Ears can move 90 feet and still have his action in one round.
Yes, he can. He can move around there.
Basically, on Ears' turn, he's going to start going.
Full speed?
Well, until he sees something. Hopefully, he sees him in time to be able to shoot him. So, one movement will get him here.
Yeah, that wall catches me too.
Yeah. Another one. Let's see, how does this work?
You still have your agility, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
what
he's
I'm
using.
saying.
His
Oh, okay.
all we have right now is
see
a
where I'm
smoke
going,
cloud
so I'm
after him.
25. Do I see him now?
Yes, you see it kind of up in the air.
Do I see it before he sees me?
No.
Okay. Do I have any reasonable place to hide out of the way?
I don't know. Is Ears engulfed in a little smoke cloud since he's still kind of?
No, he's put out.
Well, the nice thing about Ears is he's moving completely silently since Boots and the Elven kind. But if he's looking this way, then I guess he would spot Ears.
Yeah, he's looking that way because that's where everybody was.
Luckily, your regular attack should kill it. It's not like they have a ton of hit points.
Yeah. How high up in the air is he?
20 feet above the track.
Okay. Whoops. So another 15 feet would put me here. And then I wouldn't have an action anyway. All right, I'll just go where I can get a clear shot of him, assuming that would be such a spot. And let's see if this works. No advantage, sad. And no sneak attack, so really 7.
Oh.
10 is going to miss.
It was the 10, never mind.
Yeah, this is why Ears always does advantage. He doesn't even know how to attack without being hidden. He's so confused.
Well, then the Ears will continue moving and hide behind this cart.
All right, Twillin, just gonna kind of follow and keep up with everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow behind Drac.
Okay. In that case, it gets us to the winged kobold.
Oh.
And then everybody else is going to be out of range, so Zendala will attempt to finish it off with a firebolt.
Two.
Why is it still rolling? I told it.
Really does not want to roll extra damage.
No, and I've manually gone in there and changed the damage of the spell. But 7 is enough to kill it.
Alright. And I've been really not reading my feline agility correctly. Doubles my speed. So basically, if I dash and move, I'm moving 120 feet. If I use my action to also move, then I'm moving 180 feet.
All right, I'll look at the little kobold that was guiding us, nuisance, and just stop in front of him, just like staring at him expectantly, so he doesn't fall.
No, he will. He kind of looks impressed. He will keep leading you.
Cool.
I'm gonna run back and peek what was in there.
A bunch of crates. Hold on. It looks like there is nesting material scattered around the floor. It is. There is an ore cart. Nope, hold on. Where is that? Oh, it's talking about that one up there. So yeah, just some crates. It's got some dried food. Not really appetizing to anybody but kobolds. And the barrels look like they once, long ago, held mining picks and stuff, but are so rotted now and decayed that they're useless.
If there's nothing of interest.
Nope.
Normal one.
But let's see. The kobold will lead you down.
I'll tell Thrak if Kobold knows what's down this passage.
Is crap. Nuisance still alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
I call out to Nuisance. What is down this passage? I'll tell yours. He may not know. He doesn't go past the very aggressive kobolds there.
That is... below you, actually.
The water?
Yes. Let me see if I'm getting my distances right. This is 25 feet, 35, 60 feet. This is at 70. Yeah, so it's about 15 feet below the cart track there.
So you just water collected up against the whatever?
Yeah. So water is pouring down there and falling down below.
Oh, so it's a little mini waterfall.
Yeah, it is a lot of noise, especially down below. It's a lot of noise the closer it gets to hitting the bottom. And you can see bits of mist kind of coming up occasionally.
Maybe there's a lake down at the bottom.
But he will move ya. New map.
I wonder if it might not just be easier to like tie off the rope of endlessness and just go down the center, because it looks like that rock column goes all the way from top to bottom.
Time-wise, we're getting close to the 4-hour mark.
Yes, I know. Think you can fight a dragon in 15 minutes?
I mean,
I
if it's
wonder if
sleeping,
we're
we
going to
sneak
get
up
to
on
the
it and...
dragon in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think we could save the dragon for next week.
All right.
We could we could start the stream with the dragon fight or close to it.
Or you mean in 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks, whatever. Yes.
And the question is, are we meeting in 2 weeks?
Why?
What's
Why?
in 2
Is
weeks?
something important in 2 weeks?
That's the 4th of July weekend.
Oh,
Oh,
It's the 5th. I should be fine.
right. The Friday is the one that's off, or the observed on the 3rd rather than
Yeah.
the 5th. So, or rather than the 6th.
yeah.
Actually, my company is observing the 6th as well.
Oh,
They're
really?
giving us an
Oh.
extra day.
How nice of them.
Oh, good.
But
They're still trying to figure out what to do under this lockdown. They're like trying to hold on to as many people as they can.
see, it's my girlfriend's birthday weekend, but I don't know if she's doing anything at the moment with with everything like as it is. So probably I'll be.
Is anybody else aware of any issues?
Nope, I should be good that day too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll have Fixer. We'll hopefully have Fixer too. And look, we'll have a full party to fight the dragon. It'll be cool.
Sixer just strolls down in the cart.
Yeah. He's like rolling down. Guys, did you just leave me?
Crashes into a wall, reassembles himself.
Oh, and he missed my whole story too. Sad.
Yeah.
Yep, he did.
Well, hey, think how Bella feels. She missed all of that last time.
I know, I miss all
Yeah.
the good stuff, man.
Hey.
I missed the
Well,
T-Rex
we tried to-
twice.
He'll have to watch the stream, I guess, if he wants to hear it.
You want to
All
hear me almost getting eaten? Go for it.
So
No,
partially,
didn't you get eaten?
I was in its mouth.
Yeah,
I was
it was
actually
in its
in its mouth.
Nexus was for a while an everlasting gobstopper.
I was. And then I made it afraid of me and it spit me out. It was great. It's like when you realize you put something in your mouth and you're like, this could be poisonous. No, and you spit it out. Yeah, that's his fear.
All
So
right.
do we get to 2,650 XP?
No. For defeating the winged kobolds and the albino dwarves, you get 175. For talking to the other kobolds and having a path down here, you get an additional 125. Was that
So
300
300
now?
total?
And then make another 100 on top of that for everybody for finding out a bit about Nexus.
My story intro. Look.
By
So how
chance,
much
what did
total
we
was that?
get last session? Because I didn't.
Your total
have
should
that
be
yet.
2750.
Thank you.
So another 2,250 till next level. So obviously
20
not before the dragon.
2750?
20,750.
Oh, okay. That makes far more sense.
Yeah, and he would say you need 2,250 more to level up.
All right, so, hold on. Okay, so I regret to inform you that a young red dragon will not level you up. I am willing to increase this to an adult red dragon if you want.
Oh, geez.
I'm sure we'll encounter a few more things before Omo.
We also can help the dwarves fight off clear out their little home
The
city.
fire newts.
The fire newts and clear them out. See,
You can. That will add more
Quite a hike,
sessions.
though.
it will.
Just to show you real quick, if I can here.
The size. Oh my gosh, that thing would do so
Because
much
there's like
damage.
a 40-mile hike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Under
it's
the
a
mountain.
40-mile hike under the mountain.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, I do here. I can show you this briefly, I think.
Well, it's okay. It's not like we're gonna finish Omo in one session anyway. So
That is the map.
Of
Fire Newt Cave.
it looks.
So it's kind of significant.
It's sizable.
Yeah, it would take probably a few
I've played
sessions.
this side of the scenario. It's God, that thing's annoying.
And considering we're
so,
playing every
lava.
other week, we should probably go to Omu after this.
Oh, but it's an adult red dragon, huh?
Oh, you don't.
Come
you
on!
can
How
level
hard could
up
it be?
If we go after an adult red dragon, we're going to be leveling more than once, I think.
No,
No.
probably not. I mean, we'll probably get a little bit more than a level, but definitely not 2 levels out of it. No.
Yeah, no, it's not that much.
Can we defeat an adult red dragon? Is the question.
I think
It's
I don't know
possible,
what
but I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't know what the CR
It would be a deadly
of an
level
adult red
encounter.
dragon. But yeah, what is the CR of adult red dragon?
It's a level 17.
17.
Oh no. Like, because currently because the current one is probably closer to a 10?
10.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Ooh. So this one's even going to be a 17. Ouch.
Yeah. Too much.
So
The only
just to
problem.
see
Oh,
the breath weapon of the adult red dragon.
Would turn me into a cinder in one shot.
51, and that's with a lot of ones.
and that's where
You could-
that's why I need to be next level for that, because evasion.
Yeah, and you could survive with a save. But it'd be rough.
Oh yeah, that is a ton of ones.
Yeah, a couple spells with some fire resistance should help out if you have them.
Well,
Okay,
Yep.
This is why we go help them with the fire news before we go pick a fight with an adult red dragon. That way I can get some antimantium armor out of this deal and maybe survive a breath weapon attack.
We'll be fine with the level. I don't think we want to deal with that.
yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we'll
mean,
be fine on the.
yeah. I'd like the level, but we can level up somewhere else besides here. It's fine. It's fine.
As I said, I'm perfectly fine with taking on fire newts.
If you guys had opened up the storage shed, you would have had some parts to fix the minecart, and then you could have just rode the track all the way down here and bypassed all the kobolds.